Thank you for turning to page 121. Okay, here we are, the setup for tonight's game. This is going to be a new high-level campaign I'll be doing. This will be a first night. This is the player character group. They're all running between about 10th to 12th level. These are some pretty experienced older characters. One of them, as you can see, has a flying carpet. He's even swimming along on the carpet. And they're going into, it's still winter in northern Greyhawk, so they're headed up into a mountainous area, a little bit, it's not mountainous so much as hilly, set in northern Furiandi, which is where my base campaign is set. And they're investigating why winter is lasting so long. It's going to have to do with a white dragon, some frost giants, and an artifact. As you can see, I have the frost giant set up, warding the area against the player characters. These are the outstanding frost giants that come from WizKids. I'll turn this guy so you can see his face. Yeah, these are really sweet. I like these a lot. And then coming down here, a cave guarded by the frost giant Jarl. That's the old guy from about 17 years ago from the old D&D plastic set. And his lieutenant and a frost giant ice mage. I really, really like the frost giant ice mage. He is a bunch of fun. So, coming in to the cave entrance, and then the cave leads to just one big cave area with an old grenadier dragon from about 1984-85. I love these. This is part of the Dragon of the Month set. Back in the day, my wife and I were dating. We collected all of them. And I painted one or two, my wife painted one or two, my friend Mike, who is a player in our campaign, painted this particular one. So, tonight's game is going to be primarily outside. It's not going to be set up like this for the player characters. I'm doing this just to get the effect of what it would be like for them if they were to meet everything all at once. So they'll be coming up the road, encounter some giants, cross the little river, more giants up the road, and so on and so forth. There's going to be plenty of other stuff. The ice mage will be casting walls of ice, ice storms, things like that. I'm going to use the terrain also, boulders, that kind of stuff. There's also going to be other minions. The ice mage is going to summon up an ice para-elemental. And then, of course, the white dragon. Now, because of scale creep, scale jump, whatever we want to call it, this dragon seems awfully tiny. You put this dragon next to a modern giant, he is awfully tiny. But that's okay. He's representative, and frankly, I love him. So he'll be seeing some table time tonight. First time in a long time I've had them fight a giant, or a dragon rather. This should be interesting. They're not particularly suited against dragons. They're actually pretty good against giants. There's a ranger in the group. They're just generally one's got a giant slayer, and then of course we've got the little mage riding on the flying carpet. A Backloonish mage, no doubt. So they'll do okay against the giants. I think the dragon will be bigger than his appearance. I think he'll be a bit of a challenge for everybody. As you can see, there's not much in the cave. That's going to be deceptive. The cave is going to have traps and things like that. That is probably going to be an ice illusion of the dragon at first appearance, and then the dragon will come in later. So, just a quick precap of tonight's game. Running a game again from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. So 3 hours. This one's going to be mostly combat. I've hit them pretty, knocked her down. I've hit them pretty hard with role-playing the last couple of games. I think everybody's itching to just swing swords, so that's what we're going to do. Just a quick word about some of the terrain. These excellent roads and rivers are from Novus Design Studios. These guys do really, really nice work. This is all rubbery, very bendy, doesn't hold a bend when you lay it down. I store them flat, they come out just fine. This bridge is also from Novus, part of their river and road set. Well, they have two sets, rivers and roads. This is both. I also bought the two lakes they have. That's the lake, the pond with islands, the pond without islands. This is just a swelling area of the river and curves and all kinds of goodies that you can see. I love Novus Design Studios. These guys put out fantastic pre-painted product at unbelievably good prices. I really, really recommend you take a look at their stuff. They have dressed up my table immensely. The figures, as I said, primarily from WizKids. The really nice pre-painted figures. The dragon is an old Grenadier dragon. You can find him on eBay. I have found him in the not too distant past. I almost bought him, but I already have one. And then, of course, this is the old Dwarven Forge Cavern set. Part of it, anyway. I love my Dwarven Forge. And then the Hex Rocks I made out of Merlin's Magic Plaster and water from a mold from an excellent company called Hearst Arts. Hearst Arts creates all kinds of molds, pretty much everything you would ever need to decorate your tabletop. I've been on an outdoor kick lately, so I've been using a lot of these Hex Rocks. These Hex Rocks are also perfectly sized for Battletech. That's why I use this size hex. It works beautifully for Battletech when we play that. Recommend it highly. And then, of course, if you watch my other videos, you know that this excellent winter mat is a fat mat from Table Wars. These are outstanding mats as well. Very foldable, very bendy. The neoprene will not hold a crease. I store them in their cases and take them out, and they unfold flat each and every time. So that's just a quick pre-cap of the game. I think my players will do pretty well, and I think they're going to enjoy more or less just combat for most of the night, as opposed to deep thinking and role-playing. I've done that a lot lately, and I think they're kind of ready for a break. So that's it. Once this is done, I'll post a recap video, and I'll let you know how things went. That's it from page 121. Thank you for watching. Well, that closes the book on another episode of page 121. Please leave your comments below, and if you enjoyed what you saw, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.